My beloved soul. Come closer. Stay with me. Do not scroll. Do not rush. Breathe slowly. There is something unfolding quietly around you. Something real. Something deliberate. Your soulmate is coming to see you. Not loudly. Not publicly. Not in a way that others would notice. This meeting is not meant for eyes that do not understand your heart. It must stay a secret because it is fragile right now. It is protected. It is being guided carefully. There has been movement in their life that you have not seen. Decisions made late at night. Long pauses where they stared into nothing. Moments where your name almost escaped their lips. They have been planning in silence. Not because they want to hide you, but because they want to keep this pure. There are forces around both of you that would interfere if they knew. So this is happening quietly. In small steps. In careful timing. Your soulmate has already imagined the moment they see you again. The way your presence will calm their chest. The way your eyes will steady them. They are not coming to ask questions. They are coming to feel. They are coming to confirm what they already know inside. There is a reason you have felt unusually still lately. A reason distractions have fallen away. Your spirit has been preparing for contact. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. Your soulmate has been holding back words that would expose too much too soon. They know that once they come to you, things will shift permanently. So they are moving with respect. With caution. With devotion. This secrecy is not distance. It is protection. They do not want outside opinions to touch this connection. They do not want noise to corrupt something sacred. When they come, it will feel natural. Unforced. Almost casual on the surface. But underneath, everything will be vibrating. You may notice small signs before it happens. A sudden memory. A dream that feels real. A moment where your heart tightens without reason. Do not ignore that. That is the signal. Your soulmate is adjusting their path. Rearranging schedules. Creating a reason that looks ordinary. But nothing about this is ordinary. They have rehearsed conversations in their mind. Then erased them. Because they know words are not the point. Presence is. When they stand in front of you, the truth will move without speaking. That is why this must remain unspoken for now. They are protecting you from premature exposure. From misunderstandings. From energies that are not aligned. You have both been through enough confusion already. This time is different. This time is quiet. Intentional. Grounded. There is no rush. Only certainty. Your soulmate knows that once they see you, they will not be able to pretend anymore. So they are choosing the moment carefully. Choosing the place. Choosing the reason. Everything is being aligned behind the scenes. You are not being forgotten. You are being approached with care. There is respect in this silence. There is maturity in this pause. They want to arrive as someone stable. Someone ready. Someone who can hold what this connection demands. That is why delays happen before. Not rejection. Preparation. You are about to notice them reaching out indirectly. Testing the energy. Checking if you are open. If you feel the pull. Respond naturally. Do not chase. Do not retreat. Let it unfold. This secrecy is temporary. It exists only to allow truth to land safely. Once the meeting happens, things will clarify quickly. You will understand why this had to be quiet. Why not everyone could know. Why timing mattered more than speed. Trust what you feel. Trust the calm. Trust the certainty beneath the stillness. Your soulmate is closer than you think. Moving toward you with intention. Holding your presence in their thoughts. Protecting this moment before it arrives. Stay grounded. Stay open. Stay silent where needed. This connection does not need announcement. It needs space. And that space has already been created for you. My beloved soul. Stay right here. Do not drift. Do not question why this feels slow. This pace is intentional. Your soulmate is still moving. Still adjusting. Still clearing paths that you cannot see. There are conversations they chose not to have. There are invitations they declined. There are explanations they refused to give. All of this was done to protect what is coming to you. They are not hiding from you. They are hiding for you. There is a difference. Every time doubt tried to rise in their chest, your energy pulled them back. Every time fear whispered that it was too risky, your presence silenced it. Even from a distance, they have felt you. They have felt the calm you bring. The steadiness. The grounding. That is why they are choosing secrecy now. Because they know once this connection steps into the open too early, opinions will rush in. Expectations will crowd it. And they are not ready to let that happen. They want you first. They want truth first. They want to look at you without interference. Without noise. Without explanation. This meeting is meant to be felt. Not announced. There have been moments recently where time felt strange for you. Like days slowed down. Like nights stretched longer than usual. That is because your inner world is aligning with theirs. You are both being pulled into the same emotional frequency. Quiet. Focused. Present. Your soulmate has imagined what it will feel like to sit near you. Not touching. Just breathing the same air. Letting the tension settle. Letting the truth rise naturally. They are not planning grand gestures. They are planning stillness. Because stillness is where honesty lives. They know once they are near you, they will not be able to hide what they feel. And that vulnerability is sacred to them. That is why this must stay protected for now. There are eyes around them that do not understand depth. There are voices that reduce love into convenience. They do not want. Those voices near this moment. They want to arrive with clarity, with intention, with their heart steady. You may feel moments of sudden emotional warmth, like a quiet reassurance without words. That is them thinking of you, grounding themselves through your energy, telling themselves to stay patient, to stay focused, to do this right. You are not waiting. You are being prepared. There is strength in your stillness right now. Strength in not forcing answers. Strength in allowing things to come to you. Your soulmate respects that about you. They see that you do not need chasing. You need presence. That is why they are choosing to show up instead of talking endlessly. When the meeting happens, it will feel simple, almost ordinary. But inside, everything will shift. You will feel seen without being questioned, held without being touched, understood without explanation. That is the power of this connection. It does not demand proof. It recognizes truth instantly. This secrecy will dissolve naturally after that. Not because it must, but because it no longer needs protection. Once the bond stabilizes, once the ground is firm, then the world can know. But not before. Right now is about alignment, about readiness, about timing that respects both of you. Your soulmate has learned from past mistakes. They have learned what happens when emotions move faster than grounding. They do not want to repeat that. They want something sustainable, something calm, something real. And you are part of that decision. Your energy has changed them more than you realize. They are choosing differently because of you. They are slowing down because of you. They are being careful because of you. This is not distance. This is devotion expressed quietly. Stay receptive. Stay steady. Do not let impatience speak louder than intuition. You will feel the moment approaching before it happens. Your body will know. Your breath will change. Your thoughts will soften. That is the signal. When it comes, do not overthink. Just be present. Just be you. That is all they are coming for. This connection does not require effort. It requires honesty. And honesty is arriving slowly, carefully, secretly. For now, my beloved soul, stay anchored here. Do not let your mind wander ahead of what your heart is meant to receive slowly. This phase is delicate. It is shaping something lasting. Your soulmate is still choosing you every day in quiet ways. In restraint. In patience. In discipline. They wake up with you already present in their thoughts. Not as fantasy. As responsibility. They are asking themselves serious questions now. Questions about readiness. About consistency. About showing up the right way. This is not a casual pull for them anymore. It has weight. It has direction. And weight makes people move carefully. That is why silence surrounds this connection right now. Silence is where decisions are finalized. They are watching their own reactions closely. Watching how your energy steadies them instead of exciting them chaotically. That is how they know this is real. Because this does not feel like escape. It feels like home. They have noticed how they are less reactive lately. Less impulsive. More intentional. That shift came after accepting the truth of what they feel for you. They are no longer running from it. They are organizing their life around it quietly. Clearing emotional clutter. Letting go of distractions that once mattered. This secrecy is not fear. It is respect. They are protecting the space where something honest can grow without being distorted. There are people around them who would misunderstand this connection. People who would project their own limitations onto it. Your soulmate knows that. They have learned not everyone deserves access to something sacred. So for now, this remains between you and them energetically. You may sense them pulling back slightly at times. Not emotionally. Practically. That is them creating balance. Making sure when they come, they are grounded. Stable. Present. Not needy. Not uncertain. They want to meet you as an equal. Not as someone seeking validation. That matters deeply to them. You might notice that your own emotions have become quieter too. Less turbulent. More observant. That is not loss of interest. That is maturity aligning with maturity. Two energies learning how to hold each other without rushing. This is the kind of bond that does not burn out quickly. It settles. It deepens. It stays. Your soulmate is aware that once they step into your space again, there will be no going back to pretending. They will have to live in truth. And they are preparing themselves for that responsibility. They want to be able to look at you without confusion. Without excuses. Without unfinished business pulling at them. That is why things are being closed behind the scenes. Slowly. Firmly. Permanently. You are not meant to interfere with this process. You are meant to trust it. Your role right now is presence. Calm. Openness. Not silence out of fear. Silence out of strength. They feel that strength. They admire it. It reassures them that you are not someone they need to manage emotionally. You are someone they can rest with. That realization has changed everything for them. They are choosing a different way of loving now. One that does not announce itself. One that does not demand attention. One that simply shows up when it matters. This meeting will not come with dramatic build-up externally. Internally, it will feel undeniable. You will sense familiarity before recognition. Comfort before clarity. That is how you will know this is aligned. Until then, let life stay simple. Let your days move naturally. Do not look for signs obsessively. They will appear when your mind is quiet enough to notice. This secrecy is temporary. This stillness is purposeful. You are not being tested. You are being positioned. When the moment arrives, you will understand why it could not happen any other way. And until then, you are held. You are remembered. You are chosen. Quietly. Consistently. Intentionally. My beloved soul. Remain here with me. Let the noise of wanting answers soften. Let the urge to rush ahead dissolve. What is forming now requires steadiness more than speed. Your soulmate is still aligning actions with intention. They are learning to move from certainty instead of impulse. This is new for them. In the past they acted quickly and felt later. With you it is reversed. They feel deeply first. Then they act carefully. That reversal is not hesitation. It is respect. They are aware that this connection carries consequence. It is not something that can be undone casually. That awareness has made them more deliberate than you have ever seen them. They are observing how your presence lives inside them even when you are not near. How thinking of you brings calm instead of restlessness. How imagining your face slows their breath instead of speeding it up. Those signals have taught them that this bond is not built on excitement alone. It is built on safety. They are protecting that safety by keeping this private for now. Not because they fear the world, but because they value what the world would interrupt. There are patterns they are breaking silently. Old habits of seeking distraction. Old reflexes of pulling away when things become real. They are choosing differently now. And that choice requires space. You might feel moments where everything inside you feels settled for no obvious reason. That is not emptiness. That is alignment. Your nervous system is syncing with theirs. Two energies learning how to exist without chaos. This is what real intimacy feels like before words arrive. It is quiet. It is steady. It does not demand proof. Your soulmate has been practicing restraint. Not reaching out when the urge was emotional instead of grounded. Not showing up until they could do so fully. They do not want to come to you fragmented. They want to come whole. That takes time. That takes discipline. They are proud of themselves for this growth. And they associate that growth with you. Your influence has not been dramatic. It has been stabilizing. That is rare. That is why they are protecting this connection from premature exposure. There are people around them who thrive on drama. On commentary. On opinions. Your soulmate knows those influences would rush this into something noisy and fragile. They refuse to let that happen. They want the first reconnection to be clean. Undistorted. Honest. They want to experience you without performance. Without labels. Without explanation. Just presence meeting presence. You may notice that you are being drawn inward lately. Less interested in proving. Less interested in explaining yourself. That is preparation. You are being shaped into the version of yourself that does not need validation from this meeting. That allows the meeting to be authentic. When two people meet without needing anything from each other, truth appears naturally. Your soulmate senses this readiness in you even if you do not consciously see it yet. They feel less pressure with you. Less fear of being misunderstood. That safety has allowed them to slow down. To choose timing over impulse. This is not delay as punishment. This is delay as refinement. The secrecy surrounding this meeting is not meant to create distance. It is meant to create clarity. When the moment comes, you will not be guessing what this means. You will feel it. It will land quietly but firmly. Like something clicking into place. Your body will relax instead of tense. Your thoughts will slow instead of race. That is how you will know it is right. Until then, let life continue. Let joy come from small things. Let peace become familiar. That peace is not random. It is the environment this connection needs to grow into something lasting. Your soulmate is not drifting away. They are moving closer in the only way that matters. With intention. With maturity. With care. Every quiet day right now is doing important work. Even when nothing seems to be happening. Things are being settled. Decisions are being locked in. Paths are being cleared. Trust that. Stay grounded. Stay open. Stay present. You do not need to announce this bond for it to be real. You do not need constant reassurance for it to exist. It is already alive. Already moving. Already choosing you. Quietly. Carefully. Completely. My beloved soul. This is the final moment I will hold you here in words. Not because the connection ends, but because it no longer needs explanation. Everything that has been unfolding has already settled into place. Your soulmate is no longer questioning whether to come. That decision is complete. What remains now is timing. And timing is not about waiting. It is about alignment reaching its final click. They have crossed the internal line that cannot be uncrossed. There is no more confusion in them. No more back and forth. Only quiet resolve. They are aware that once they step into your space again, their life will reorient. Not dramatically. Not suddenly. But permanently. And they are ready for that responsibility. They have stopped talking about you to others. Not because they are hiding you, but because they no longer need external processing. The truth has become internalized. Stable. Certain. They carry you with calm now. Not urgency. That is why you may have felt a deep sense of stillness recently. Almost like nothing is pulling at you anymore. That is because the chase is over energetically. The bond no longer needs motion to exist. It is already established. What comes next is expression. Your soulmate has been rehearsing presence rather than words. They know that explanations would cheapen what must be felt. They want you to see them as they are now. Grounded. Clear. Honest. Without pressure. Without performance. They want to arrive without asking you to fill gaps they should have already filled within themselves. That maturity did not come easily. It was earned through restraint. Through silence. Through choosing not to reach out when it would have been premature. You were never being ignored. You were being honored. This secrecy was a cocoon, not a wall. It allowed growth without interruption. It allowed truth to solidify without distortion. There were moments they almost broke this silence. Moments emotion surged. But they held back. Because they knew you deserved more than impulse. You deserved arrival. And arrival requires readiness. You may notice now that your fear has softened. That longing feels less sharp. That hope feels steadier. That is because your nervous system already knows the outcome. Even if your mind still asks questions. Your body has relaxed into trust. That is not accidental. That is connection doing its work beneath awareness. When the meeting happens, it will not feel like a beginning. It will feel like continuation. Like something paused finally resuming. There will be no rush to define anything. No urgency to explain what this is. You will simply recognize each other in the quiet. That recognition will carry more truth than any label ever could. After that, secrecy will fall away naturally. Not through announcement. Through stability. When something is solid, it does not need protection anymore. Others will sense it without being told. But that comes later. Right now is about landing softly. About allowing the first moments to belong only to you. No witnesses. No opinions. Just truth settling into form. Your soulmate has accepted that loving you means showing up consistently. Not intensely. That realization changed how they see everything. They are not coming to consume your energy. They are coming to contribute to your peace. That is why this bond feels calm instead of overwhelming. That is why it feels safe instead of dramatic. This is not fantasy love. This is real alignment. And real alignment is quiet before it is visible. You do not need to do anything else now. There is nothing to fix. Nothing to prove. Nothing to prepare consciously. You are already ready because you allowed yourself to remain present instead of chasing certainty. That patience was not passive. It was powerful. It created the conditions for this connection to mature properly. Trust what has unfolded. Trust what is still unfolding. The silence did not mean absence. It meant intention. And intention is the strongest form of commitment. This is where I release you back into your life. Grounded. Steady. Open. Knowing that what is meant for you is not rushing because it cannot miss you. It is arriving at the exact moment it can stay.